So what's up, guys? Welcome back to Fxstrategylife, your help in trading. Welcome back. So today I just decided, I was actually laying on my bed and decided that I should just do a market review of this whole week. This week has been hectic. There's been some great moves in the market, all that stuff. So I just thought I would do a very short, I'll try to be short, and check out some setups that somebody could have gotten this week. So that is that. So today we're going to start off with the ZAG. Okay, ZAG, I don't know what you guys call it, but it's actually silver. XAGUSD, it's silver. So there was this QMR. So this QMR seemed a bit off. You could go to the line chart and check everything, but it was a nice juicy QMR. So the market came back here and then it flew way up there, right? So that was almost the same setup that you usually get in gold, which is Zhao, I don't know, XAU. So in gold there are actually three setups. There was this setup that was actually on the M50. The first one, let me get this. The first one here was actually, I think, on the M15 or so. Then this was on, I'm going to be using M30 for the whole thing, so that we just try to regulate so that it doesn't become long and so forth, right? So for this one, there was this another one. There was this one from last week. You could enter here, get out here, or if you hadn't noticed that there was, I think it's danger zone, right? So there was this danger zone right there. This was, danger zones usually exit because you don't want to play around them. They usually exit. That's why you take profit. If you don't ever take profit, right? For stop loss, I usually use 30 pips. 30 pips maybe plus spread. Those are the pips for stop loss. Then you're good to go. Then for this one, it actually went down. Somebody could have taken profit, but it actually then went up and started going really down and went all the way down. So there was that. And then there was this another one, right? There's another setup here. I don't remember the news here. I think it was CPI or something. So then gold came, hit the QMR, boom, it went up. So for coming down, there was actually a setup. I think it's on D1. I think it's D1, yeah. Which you were supposed to end at just at the tip right there, at this tip, at the top right there, somewhere here. That was your entry was on the H1 QMR, not on the D1 or H4. You could have taken it I think there was a small percentage of drawdown, but the rest is, as you can see, it's history. This is another setup for this week. And then we go to GBP JPY. There are actually three setups. There was one from last week. Okay, two from last week. Yeah. So there was this, what do you call this? There was a low, high, and then when the market came back to it, that was your entry point. So this first one, the one on the top here, was actually tricky because the market actually flew into it at market open, which is pretty dangerous to trade usually after market open. They said it will actually be in the AMs, like I think it was 1:30, 1 a.m. or 2, somewhere there. So that is that, because it's very dangerous to trade. The spreads are usually big, so it's not recommended to trade there. So it actually came in. If you could have traded this all the way to the AMs in the morning before you go to work, you could have actually taken it back up to the point where it actually went down. For this third one, I don't know what to call this. I thought it's an SNRC2, or it's what it's a QM manipulation, but I don't know. But it's just work. It actually worked out. Like for the past 2 days, it has been falling. It's only now when it's rising with this speed. It's actually momentum. So if you're in the trade, congratulations. For Euro USD now, this network is tripping like crazy. So for Euro USD, they're actually, oh my goodness, would you look at that? Okay, for Euro USD, there are actually two setups, three. Okay, there was that one from last week. Okay, let me get this guy. There's this one from last week. High, 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 low, lower, low, and then it came back in here, and then you could have taken it down. And then down here, there's actually, let me try to zoom in so that you guys can see. There's a little funny camera. On M15, you could actually see it plainly. There's a low, lower, low, high, high, high. Came back in, and it flew like crazy. Flew for like 2 days straight, right? No flying. And it actually went up. I couldn't find a setup for coming down actually. And then after I did that, I actually marked this like way, way, way before it actually flew like this. There was a Q. I think it's a QMM because when you look at this, there's a high, 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 low, low, low. It was supposed to fall from this point to then go down like this, but it didn't. So that makes it QM. So when it came back in now it's look at what it's doing. It's flying, guys. Like it's going. I know someone who's already in 1K from $100 right here. So it's crazy out there. So that was Euro USD. GBPUSD was a very sad trade. I don't know what to call this, but the QMR didn't work out. No, actually, it worked out, but the market missed it with like few points. Like when you look at this zone right here, somewhere in there, right, you can actually see the gap between the candlesticks in the line there in the rectangle. It didn't actually trigger the stop and everything. So the trade actually went down without anything. So that was hectic, but that was another trade setup. USD cat was actually fun because it actually played people. Some got out, some got in, but high. But there's high, 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 low, lower, low. Boom! You buy your stuff, get in profit. Just a few pips draw down. Boom! You make money up until from yesterday up until now. You'll be making money. That is if you get out of here at this funny for these funny weeks. That should be your TP to get out because I don't trust them weeks. I don't trust them weeks. That was USD card, Euro AUD, Euro Australian dollar. That is that. There was a very juicy trade. No, it's not on this one. This one there's actually one. There's actually two. There's this one and this one. This one is very tricky because it was a blind spot from like 3 weeks ago or something. Let me check. Yeah, from like last week. It's a QMR actually from last week. It was good though. If you could see it, then you could have paid the bills, baby. Could have paid the bills. And then if you go for, let's skip crypto, let's go for AUD USD. AUD USD actually presented a setup yesterday in M15. That was the setup. It was actually juicy and nice. GBP AUD actually had a setup. This was a very funny setup. H4, it was a QMR. M30, it was an SRC, but if you had placed a limit, it wasn't triggered. I don't know why, but the market just never got to the point where it could trigger that SNRC, which is on top. The one on the bottom, this one is actually a QMR from like H4. That one got a trigger, actually triggered, and then 3 days straight, straight four. That's juicy. Weeks pay the bills, baby. Euro GBP, this one was the juiciest trade of the week. It was just so juicy. Like, look at this textbook QMR, man. Come on. Like, 1 point drawdown. Once you're in for the money. All you have to do is just scale in, put more trades, put more trades, put more trades. And then you pay your bills, man. Yeah, so that was that. And then we go to GBP CAD. I can't do all of them, guys, but I'll try to put pictures of the trades. USD, this one was fun. QM continuation. Few pips draw down. SNRC 1, 2, or what? That CPI news. You pay the bills, man. And then what's this? Euro JPY. There was this very huge QMR. See, it was a good thing. So I hope that helped you. I hope it opened your eyes. I hope you can see certain trades. It helps you to see, because sometimes you don't have the eye. So as I'm trying to motivate people to do back test, back test, back test. Baista was saying you should backtest 1,000 screenshots. If you can do 1,000 screenshots, do them. It will sharpen your eyes. It will create the mental pathways, in the brain. I'll bring out a video on backtesting soon. I'm bringing out another audiobook. I'm actually finishing another audiobook, so all that stuff is coming. So if you want that, just subscribe, share. It does help a lot. So you guys, you're awesome. Believe in yourself. Backtest, backtest, backtest. I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Peace out.